It's like 4 a.m. in the morning. We arrived at the airport in Romania. It's horror to get into the airport. You have these tents where you have to wait to get into the airport because why get sick in the airport when you can get sick in the tent outside, right? And after that, we were lucky to get in the lounge because only one lounge is open. And not all the services are functioning, so we were lucky to get a coffee, and now we are waiting for our flight. We have a flight at 6:30 and we are flying to Milan, where we are going to have a layover of 4 hours, and after that we are going to fly another 3 hours and finally get to Faro. So far it wasn't a very pleasant experience getting into the airport, but we rushed past through the security very quickly because there are very few people allowed in the airport at one time, and so you can get very easily past security. So from this point of view, it's a good fit. Of course, as usual, we are not allowed to film here, but like my partner said, let's not complain too much. We are lucky that we are flying. We are lucky to get tickets. Kids. And we are lucky to be in the lounge, to stay a little bit away from the crowds, and we are lucky to have this coffee. This is coffee, it's not tea, it's coffee, so let's not complain. Life is beautiful, and soon we are going to be in Portugal, and all of this will be behind us. We have arrived at Milan. You can see the cheese. The first impressions about the flight. The flight was very civilized. The plane was full. There were just a couple of seats remained unoccupied. But overall, the people took precaution, used masks all the time. So it was okay. The problem when you embark and disembark the plane, because even if they take precautions and they just disembark 1 or 2 rows, when you get to walk to the airport, you use the same bus, all of the people in the plane. So I don't see all those precautions if they are even helping. I'm sure that people are doing everything they can. I don't feel any safer traveling. I mean, I am still afraid of traveling, this is the truth. And I was afraid when I left home, and I am surely afraid now when I saw what are the conditions. But all in all, I think Wizz Air, because we flew with Wizz Air took all the precautions that are humanly possible. And the truth of the matter is that it is not safe to travel, and it's not the fault of Wizz Air or Ryanair. We are going to fly now with Ryanair from Milan to Portugal. So I don't know if the companies can do more. They are doing something, I don't know if it's sufficient. To travel is dangerous in these times, and I am afraid. I mean, I was so isolated for so many months, and if I'm going to get sick, it's gonna be because of this travel.
Vero cappuccino italiano.
About the check-in in Bergamo airport, the check-in was much like Romanian style. We were all crowded just before entering the airport, but once we entered the airport is very empty. Not much people fly in those days. Maybe it's because it's very early in the morning, but it's also because of the situation. All the shops are open. At the cafe there are a lot of people who are eating breakfast, and waiting for the connection flight. My mother was asking me just now on the phone if they did something especially for this situation, if they checked something especially, and the answer is no. No form was required of us to complete without personal data or the flight or where we are going. The only thing that was checked everywhere was our temperature, but I don't know how safe or secure is that thermometer. I don't know. I don't have much trust in that device. So that was all, just our temperature and nothing else. If you are wondering why I'm traveling, in spite of the fact that I'm afraid and I'm well aware that I can get sick, and this is obvious a leisure travel. I'm not on vacation, I'm going to my home in Portugal, but still a leisure travel. The answer is that we already lost 6 months of our lives, and this situation is not going anywhere, in my opinion. We are going to be in this situation a lot longer than anyone expected, and you just cannot put your life on hold for 3 or 4 years. Anyway, it's a matter of years. So, because I don't see how this situation will end, somehow life has got to go on. And of course, if you are in the risk category, of course you have to take a lot of precaution and not travel.
We have some time to kill in this airport, so let's go window shopping.
We have finally arrived to Faro. We are in Portugal. We are in the yard of the rental company. We couldn't film in the airport. It's like 2 a.m. in the afternoon and we are waiting for our car. I just wanted to share with you some thoughts about flying with Ryanair. It was not good, not bad. I liked that in the airplane they always told us to keep our masks on, especially on the nose, because there are some people who wear the mask only to cover their faces, the mouth, not just the nose, and this is just silly. You are wearing the mask for nothing if you don't cover also the nose. And I like that they mention that very often. But when we disembarked the airplane, they didn't told us to sit down and just disembark by rows, which Wizz Air did. So it was kind of a tie. Overall impressions, I think I like best Ryanair, just because you have more leg room, just because the airplane wasn't full. They both served food, so it was a question of removing the mask of some period of time. But overall people were civilized and they always wear the mask besides eating and drinking. So now we are here at Autorent. We use this company again, and why we use this company again? Because it is the only company who doesn't block a certain amount of money on your credit card, and it doesn't require a credit card. First of all, we don't have a credit card. From where we come in Romania, we don't use credit cards, so we don't have that. Second, we don't have money to put on a card just to be blocked by this company. But we pay full insurance, I mean full insurance. So this is a must with this company. But other companies, you pay full insurance and you also have to block the money on the card. So this is why we use this company. Do you want to know the price? It's huge. For 52 days in full season, it is true, we pay 1,400 euros. It's insane the price. I know it's full season and I know it's expensive to rent long term. And I know they did us a favor because they kind of let us the car for 52 days. I mean, we don't have to come every 30 days to return the car. But the price, oh my god, you can live with this money in Algarve for 2 months and we are paying it for renting a goddamn car. And it's not I don't know, a fancy car, it's the economy class. But let's not complain. we are in Portugal. Let's say thanks for that and continue with our day. So we got the car as usual. We have a Volkswagen Polo.
No,
Okay, so
Seat.
we got the car. This time we have a Seat Ibiza. It's quite nice. I like it. Our first trip is going to be at Pingo Doce to get some water and some food for today. We just went to Pingo Doce, and the first impression, I haven't stepped foot in a shop since before this virus hit our world, and I had a very pleasant experience here at Pingo Doce. Hardly any person around. Yes, it's 2 a.m. in the afternoon, but hardly any person around, and the social distancing is clearly respected. The lady at the cashiers clearly specified that we have to maintain 1 meter between the person behind us and the person in front of us, so they are very careful with this stuff. They are also wearing masks, so I feel overall and until now very safe here in Portugal. And what about the weather? What do you say about this wonderful weather? Let's go home now. Hi guys, I'm speaking with you from our home. We arrived, but we were so tired from all the travel. We traveled like 10 hours in total that we couldn't film yesterday when we arrived. So this is the second day in the morning, and I thought to share with you this wonderful view and this wonderful weather. And also I wanted to test this microphone because I got to editing what I filmed on the road, and the sound, it's awful. So I wanted to see if this is because of the mic or maybe it's because of the environment. I don't know. But while sharing with you this wonderful view, I'm also testing the mic. We are going to stay until September, and we are planning to do a lot of videos here in Portugal showing you the little towns, but with the accent of moving and retiring to Portugal, not just traveling and visiting, because I am very passionate about that, because I took the same road. I came to Portugal as a mere traveler and I ended up wanting to move here. So this can be your case, and if this is your case, I want to help you. The next video, I think it will be a home tour because it's in order. The house is not renovated, but it's in much better shape than when we acquired it. It was very dirty, full of things. We declutter, we made a full cleanup, and I hope now we can enjoy our house, but more of that in our next video, which will be the home tour. Until then, have a pleasant week. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!